Hello, my name is Jamie Ketcham. Today is February 23rd, 2025. My name is Jamie Ketcham, and this is my wife, Dawn Ketcham, and that's her son, Logan Ketcham. This is like a little part two of an interview. We already did one a few minutes ago. It was about 7 minutes long or so. But a lot of strange, dishonest things have been happening over the years, and I've been trying to figure out some answers. So I know these questions seem odd and off the wall, but I promise you, they really mean something. These are very serious questions. To me, they are anyway. They're serious to me. But to anybody else who don't know my story, don't know what's been happening, there's been a lot of wrongdoing, foul play, a lot of terrible, bad things have happened. And it's very, very bad. Fraud, criminal activity, just a bunch of no good stuff. So I've been trying to figure out answers, and I don't hardly ever get nowhere, but I got to keep trying. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. All right, you ready, Dawn? Question?
You're gonna ask the same questions again?
All right. Are you Logan's biological mother?
Yes, of course.
Did you sign the marriage license when we got married?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know of anybody that's a commander in the military?
No.
We're moving along here. Are you involved with the human research program? Are you my wife?
Yep.
Is anyone in your family involved with human research? Does anyone in your family, including yourself, have knowledge of either myself, Jamie Ketcham, or Logan Ketcham being involved with human research? Has someone been secretly coming in and out of this apartment that you know of? Have you been asked to, or has somebody told you to tell somebody else that I, Jamie Ketcham, am mentally ill? Have you ever told someone before that I'm mentally ill and that I do not need any kind of help and nothing is wrong?
Never told anybody you didn't need help. I've always said you needed help.
Have you went behind my back though and tell somebody that there's nothing wrong and I'm just mentally ill?
Don't go behind your back and tell you there's nothing wrong with your mentally ill. They know that. Usually they call me and ask me what's going on.
I'm not mentally ill. I am not mentally ill. I promise you I'm not mentally ill. I'm not mentally ill. That's wrong though. All right.
Ouch, look at that. Where's Mama? No. Ouch.
Do you have any type of legal authority over me?
Huh?
Do you have any type of legal authority over me? Like guardianship or whatever it is?
No, I don't want that.
Huh?
I don't want that. We're married, that's it.
Have you ever testified in any manner?
Huh?
I'll repeat the question. Have you ever testified in any manner saying that I'm mentally ill or something like that? Have you ever submitted? Huh?
Except for the when we were separated, that was it.
What happened? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Because they knew what your records were.
So you testified and said I'm mentally ill?
Jamie, your records said that. I didn't have to.
But who'd you testify that to? Logan, sit down, son. He wants to wrestle.
I love you.
Logan, sit down for a minute, son.
I love you. Thank you. I'm coughing, I know. Okay.
Logan, sit down, son.
Warm? Are you trying to get warm? Are you cold? Are you cold? Huh.
All right, so you did testify to somebody?
I mean, I didn't testify, Jamie. I had to write it in the statement. I had to write it in the thing.
Who would you write it to?
The judge. It goes to the judge.
What judge was it? What I'm asking. Was it What court was
Immigration
it?
Judge. I don't remember.
What court was it? Was it?
4 years ago. I don't even remember all that, Jamie. I don't know.
Was it about the custody of Logan?
Yes.
It was. Was it family court?
The family court. Okay.
That's the only time you ever testified saying that I'm mentally ill to a court or anything? Have you ever submitted any kind of documentation or any other legal paperwork saying that I'm mentally ill?
I've submitted paperwork to get you help, to get you some help. Yeah. Because you need to take the medicine and stuff like that.
Who'd you submit it to? Who was it?
Well, the judge, actually, the judges who came and met me at.
What judge? I thought you said you only testified to one
I
judge.
didn't. No. We didn't go to court or anything over it. They told me I had to come in and fill out paperwork because
So when was this and what court was that?
it wasn't court. It was when you had all that stuff that went on with the methamphetamines.
What was it? What are you talking about?
And then the judge, they told me I had to submit, or at least try to get white papers and try to get you committed so you would, so you would go into at least 30-day program.
What kind of judge was this? What kind of court? What county? What state?
That was for the probate judge.
What county was that?
Greenville County. And he actually met us at the Greenville Hospital Center. It was right after your dad went. Your dad was there.
So just to get the record straight, you testified twice.
I didn't testify, Jamie. He asked me some questions. That's it.
Well, you told two
And
different
he knew what
courts.
your records were, and he had already seen all the paperwork for everything. They can ask for that, and they can have that.
Okay, so you told two different courts, the family court and probate court, that I'm mentally ill, or you?
Probate court, Jamie, is for mental health. That's all that is to get you assistance and get you help and get you better.
Right. Is that the only two courts that you said that I'm mentally ill to, though?
Yes.
All right. And you ain't sent no other kind of documentation or records or any kind of other important paperwork saying I'm mentally
Jamie,
ill or
I'm
anything?
not the one writing all the papers. You are.
So you didn't submit nothing to no
I
kind
don't do that.
of legal paperwork, no kind
I'm
of
not
court?
gonna do that.
I don't know. I'm just asking questions. That's why I'm asking. I mean, I know it sounds kind of out there, but these questions are serious because there has been some things that ain't right, and I can't never get to the bottom of it. And I'm not mentally ill. I promise you, I'm not mentally ill. All right. Do you know who put the gun inside the truck I was driving
You already asked me that question.
back in 2014 when I had to meet with the FBI agent?
I have no idea. If it's my dad's truck, he probably put it in there. That's all. I don't know any of that. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, I'm talking about, it was around 2014.
I know when you're talking about, but I wasn't there. I did not see or talk to, or no one told me anything about it. No.
I was driving your dad's truck.
You told me about it, but that's all I knew. No one else told me about it.
Right. I was driving her dad's truck, a 2008 Toyota Tundra, and I had to meet with a special agent, FBI agent. And it was about an hour from how long it took me to where I had to meet him at. And I woke up late already. I was already woke up late, and I hurried up and got dressed. I jumped in the truck, and I took off. Oh, God. I took off. And when I was about over halfway there, a state trooper had pulled me over. The state trooper pulled me over, and he came to the window, and I told him I know I was speeding, and I explained to him I'm in a hurry. I was supposed to be meeting a special FBI agent, and I've been running late. He said, okay, just show me your license and registration and stuff. And so I went to open up the console in the middle of the truck, and there was this big black pistol, big black gun in there. I ain't never seen it before. I ain't never touched it. And I don't know where it came from. But the officer said, and he went, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I explained to him, sir, I don't know where that come from. I've never seen that gun. I've never touched it. And I'm on my way to meet with the FBI agent. I have no idea about this gun. And he said, okay, well, give me some verification that you're going to meet with the FBI. And so I gave him the special agent's phone number. And the state trooper, he gave him a call. And then he said, okay, you're good to go. And I took off. And when I got to the location where I had to meet with the special agent, I got out the truck and I explained to him, somebody put a gun in my truck, the truck I'm driving, and I ain't never seen it and I don't know whose it is. And the FBI agent, he said, well, bring the gun to me. He was in another vehicle parked across from me. He said, bring the gun to me. And I said, I'd rather not touch it. Could you just please come get it out the console for me? And so he got out the car and he got the gun out of the vehicle. And I ain't never heard nothing about it. For years, never heard nothing about it. I thought it was her dad. Her dad used to have all kind of guns and stuff. And so I thought it was her dad's gun and it was his truck. So, but I couldn't figure out why the pistol was there all of a sudden because I drove that truck every day. I was the only one just about driving it. And the day before, the gun wasn't in there. Before I went to bed, it wasn't in there. So somebody knew I was meeting with an FBI agent and somebody put that gun in there. And it's a big story. It don't sound like a big deal, but that gun got turned in as evidence like I'm a terrorist or something, like I'm some kind of psycho, mean criminal. It did, Dawn.
It's not.
Yes,
You're
it did.
making up stuff now.
And
Jamie,
then there was a court hearing.
You never heard anything more about it.
I got wrongfully accused as being a
Jamie,
terrorist,
lying.
a terrorist or something like that.
You're lying.
Oh no. And then after I got accused of being a terrorist, nobody never told me. Then they had a court hearing without me. And the court hearing, they told the judge I'm mentally ill, and then the judge ruled me incompetent to stand trial, and I never knew all this was going on. And all this happened back in 2014, just about. And it's 2025 now, and nobody's come forward with any information. I never got any kind of notice of being detained. You can be detained in your own home. You don't have to be in prison walls. You can be detained in your own apartment, or look up some laws about being detained for combat enemy war status. These people here don't even have to tell you nothing. They can make you a combat enemy warrior, and all they got to do is say you're some kind of hate group or some kind of terrorist or you're a violent criminal. And I never even got to challenge it. Never got an attorney, never had no due process, never even knew what happened. And so that's why I'm asking some of these questions, but there's a lot more going on, but I just thought I would share that. So, all right, ready for the next question, Don? Are you participating in any manner with any type of human research activities? Huh? No. Does Logan Ketcham have implant devices inside his body?
No.
Do I?
His mesh implant, that's it.
Huh?
His mesh implant to cover his hole in his heart, that's it. It's not an implant like a device.
Is anybody getting paid or making money
No,
from
Jamie.
human research due to me or
Jamie,
Logan?
No.
So Logan's
If
not
anything, everybody's trying to help. And you have way blown this out of proportion.
So no secret or private
No,
research
Jamie.
programs experimenting on Logan?
No, Jamie. That's all in your head.
What about me? Is there
If you have some research going on, you brought it on yourself because you won't stop with this stuff and you won't just go get the help you need.
God, my heart hurts. Is there some unethical human research going on with me or Logan?
No.
All right, I've got one or two more questions, Don. Thanks for being patient. Do you have any knowledge with me, Jamie Ketcham, being involved with any type of human research?
No.
All right. I think that's about it. Like I said, my things that happen ain't right. There's been a lot of bad. There's been some serious criminal activities going on, and unethical human research, unethical human experimentation, major constitutional human right violations, exploitation, possibly human trafficking, and a bunch of other stuff. And I know this video doesn't cover everything, and that I will never be able to fit that on a short video.
Nothing to back it up. Nothing to back that up. Nothing.
But
Just what you read, and you're assuming it applies to you, and that's not true.
But my wife has a twin sister, and they've been switching out during our marriage.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't lying about it, I promise you. One twin's my wife, and one twin's my son's mother, and I don't know which one's which.
I don't know
And
twins
and
or
then
sisters.
I never seen them together at the same time. My heart's hurting. But when I try to confront her, she says she doesn't have a twin.
I don't.
But there's two different women. And there's been all kind of bad stuff going on. It's been going on for years, and See, the law enforcement won't believe me because people saying I'm mentally ill. I'm not mentally ill at all. It's wrong. It's bad. And I'm laughing, but it's really serious and it's wrong. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Maybe I'll make another video sometime. Y'all pray for our family because I promise you I'm being 100% honest with everything I'm saying.
You believe
There's been some serious wrongdoing going on and there needs to be an investigation.
Jamie,
There needs to be an investigation done.
Jamie, there's nothing to be investigated.
Me and my son both are being unethically human experimented on. And I didn't consent to it, and I didn't consent for my son. And nobody won't give me no paperwork on that, no kind of information, no kind of records, no kind of notice, no nothing. The same thing about the enemy war status. No kind of notice, no kind of paperwork, no kind of records, no notification, no letter in the mail, no phone call, no nothing. They just had court without me. And me and my son are still being exploited to some secret human research experimentation program or something. It's real. Now I have serious health issues. I think it's a life or death situation in my heart. I got a severe heart condition. But when I go to the doctors, they say, nothing's wrong. Your heart's perfectly fine. Nothing's wrong. That's because somebody has control over my health care, and I didn't consent to that. Somebody's able to tell them doctors how to treat me and stuff. And people on the street, people don't know this kind of stuff. Nobody would have never... This has been going on for years, and nobody won't give me no information. I had to dig just to scrap up any kind of piece of evidence or information that I can, and still nobody won't come forward. But you can be riding around one day thinking everything is cool, and somebody can just say you're a terrorist. And then they got these laws from the George Bush administration after 9/11 attack that U.S. citizens can be detained for indefinitely without even going to trial. You don't even go to trial. They just say you're wanted terrorist and you've been doing terrorist activities or something like that, and you'll never go to trial, and you can be detained for indefinitely. Read terrorism laws. U.S. citizen combat enemies. U.S. citizen combat enemies. Read that. Nobody knows about this stuff. Nobody knows about this stuff. And at the same time, while that's going on, they're doing experimentational research and stuff. Doing experimentation, it ain't right. None of this stuff should be happening. No human being should ever have to go through this. My son, Logan, he's 11. He's about to be 12. He's special needs. He has Down syndrome. But they put cameras in his eyeball, a brain computer interface deep in his brain, and all kind of hazardous experimental implant devices. And I never consented. And he's being exploited, and and he's got low muscle tone already, and the implants are too heavy for his body. I know they are because they're too heavy for my head. I gotta wear a neck brace. I gotta wear neck braces to rest my chin.
That's because your big old beard. You probably got rats and mice and.
I gotta use a wheelchair every day. I'm only 43 years old. My health shouldn't be like this, but I can't get proper health care. I go to the emergency room and they say, nothing wrong with you, nothing wrong with your heart. Your heart's perfectly fine. But my heart hurts real bad. I got deep chest pains every day. My chest gets real tight, I can't breathe, and it's really sore. It hurts.
You know, Bob Marley had.
It hurts real bad, and then sometimes it makes me cough. I feel like something's pressing in on it.
Did you know that?
But I've had all kind of scans, x-rays, and ultrasounds, and every doctor said there ain't nothing wrong with my heart.
Might be a conspiracy theory too.
But over the years, I've been constantly being harassed, tormented, abused, all kind of stuff. And I know it's hard to believe all this, but I'm being serious, and I might have a smile on my face, but to be honest with you, I'm fighting for my life, and I'm fighting for my son's life. And there's other innocent children and other families that's possibly in harm's way too, and it ain't right, and I'm trying to get help. It's very serious, and I've been trying to report to the oversight committee with Congress, but I can't get through. I've been trying and trying. There's been major medical fraud, healthcare fraud, mental health fraud in that mental health community. There's been fraud. There's all kind of wrongdoings and waste, fraud, and abuse. It's serious.
I got a question for you.
Major fraud, waste, and abuse has been in the government. There's been exploitation going on. There's just a bunch of bad stuff. All right, y'all.
Wait a minute, I got a question for you. Wait a minute. Leave it on. I'm gonna ask questions now. Continue.
I got the phone. Go ahead. I'm recording.
No,
You can record the next video.
Yeah, my drink. Wait a minute. You'll knock everything over here. I'll give you a drink. You can have
Hurry
a
up,
drink.
time's ticking, Dawn.
Hurry up, come on.
It's already been 20 minutes on here.
I'm not taking it. No, you can just have a sip of it. All right. So you don't think that you've had every agency has told you you need to go to mental health, Jamie? I know for a fact that Timmons' office said you need to go to mental health because they called me and told me that. I know for a fact that mental health said that you needed to continue going.
See, here's the thing. When a person tells medical professionals or law enforcement or authority figures that they have been implanted with implants in their body and they didn't consent to it,
Jamie,
there's this book called the DSM-5. It's the diagnostical manual for psychiatry. That's how they diagnose their patients. They go by this manual, and one of the mental illnesses in there says if a patient believes they have been implanted without consent, then they're delusional. They're delusional, and this type of delusional is called schizophrenia. And then when you get that put on your record, and then it just spreads around everywhere, and everybody thinks you're mentally ill. But the doctors won't diagnose the implants in my body. I've had multiple scans.
Maybe because they're not there.
They're there, but somebody's over my health care, and they're telling the doctors not to diagnose me with them.
Jamie, nobody's doing that.
So when I go get a scan done on my brain and stuff, I get terrible beat down headaches every day. Bad headaches every day.
But you also have a cyst in your brain.
And I got an implant. It's called a brain-computer interface, and I didn't consent to it.
Cyst in your brain, and you don't take medication for it on the daily. You have schizophrenia, and you.
It's called a brain-computer interface. So here's the situation with that. If doctors won't diagnose it from the hospital or from medical, if they won't diagnose any kind of foreign objects in your body, and if the authorities, the police, and the FBI and stuff, if they won't make a police report saying you've been implanted with foreign objects against your will, that means you don't have no police report, you don't have no medical evidence saying that you got it, and then the research program don't tell nobody they're doing they're implanting they implanted me and didn't tell me nothing. They're doing unethical human research. The law says nobody should be forced into human experimentation if they don't consent to. And that person needs to be made known to all the risk, and they need to be able to consent and know what's going on with the research. But nobody won't tell me nothing. Nobody won't give me no information. I've wrote multiple different agencies, all kind of human research protection agencies, the FBI, DOJ, Marshal's Office, U.S. Marshal's Office, the United Nations, the Army, the Navy. I just go on and on and on. I went to D.C. several times. I went to FBI headquarters. I went to DOJ headquarters. You can't even get in there. You can't even get in there to talk to nobody. I went to HHS, that's Health and Human Services. I went to their headquarters. Nobody won't make a report. Nobody won't make a complaint. But the people that's doing the research, that did the implantation, the implants, and that's doing the research, they won't give me the information. They won't give me not one shred of piece of paper saying I got implants. They're withholding the information from me. And then they're able to make the doctors not diagnose it. I don't know what they tell the doctors. I don't know if they pay them or if they just got the authority to tell them you can't tell that person what he's really got. Or I don't know how they do it, but they're doing it. They're doing it. And so I'm being experimented on. I'm being falsely detained. I've been wrongfully accused, falsely imprisoned, discriminated against. Now my life's in danger, and I don't have much time left.
Dang.
So that's part of some of my story, y'all.
Here's my thing.
That's some of my story.
How do you think it would change if you would take the medicine like they asked you to do? How do you think all that would change? If you kept doing it and you kept going to therapy, how do you think that would change? Because you've tried laying in bed, that's not helping you. And there's nobody doing anything to you, Jamie. There's nobody here. Me and Logan, that's it. I'm not doing anything to you.
I'm not going to argue with that. I'm getting tormented all the time. Non-stop harassment for years. I ain't talking about just a few days, just a couple weeks, or even a few months. several years, nonstop, back to back to back to back, sleep deprivation, physical abuse, mental torment,
And none of that had to do with drugs, right, Jamie?
all kind of stuff. Forced to take things,
Forced
do
to
stuff
take
I don't
drugs.
want to do, all kind of
Forced to do
stuff. It's going on, but anyways, y'all pray for me. Pray for my son. Say bye-bye, Logie. Say bye-bye. I'm hoping to get help so nobody else don't ever have to go through this. And I'm sure there's other people, there's got to be other people besides me and my son that's being done like this. And the same ones that's doing the research on me is doing the research on my son. I found that out, but I don't know who it is. I don't know who it
How did you
is.
find that out?
Commander Booker told me.
Oh, that's right, Commander Booker.
There's this mean Army Commander Booker, man. He contacts me through my brain implant, and he's getting paid $20 million to kill me. I know that sounds weird, and I know I probably do sound mentally ill. Somebody told me that, I wouldn't believe him either, but it's the truth that's happening. And he's getting paid $20 million to kill me, and he's been sleeping with my wife. And
That's interesting because I haven't been sleeping with anybody, so.
I don't know which one's my wife. My wife has a twin sister, and I don't know which one's my wife and which one's
I don't have a twin sister.
my son's mother. But
I don't have a sister. I have a brother.
But you let them tell it. There ain't nothing going on. I'm just mentally ill. I'm just in this wheelchair for nothing. My back and my spine, my neck,
I think you like the attention.
it's been damaged.
You're a phone hog.
I gotta rest my chin on this neck brace because my head's too heavy.
But you didn't have it on all that time
My
upstairs.
head's too heavy for my spine over the years, and it
And
hurts
you
my
were just
neck
fine with it upstairs when nobody was up there.
and my back.
And you were just fine to jump out of the chair and take off with the phone.
Huh?
I said, you're just fine to jump out of the chair and take off with the phone.
No.
And you can walk.
I don't jump out the chair and take
You
the
did
phone.
so. You did so a couple months ago.
A couple months ago. I don't know what she's talking about.
I
I wish I could jump out this wheelchair. All right. I'm going to say bye again, y'all. Thanks and God bless. And please pray for us. And hopefully something will happen, get something resolved. They got this thing called a habeas corpus petition. And I just learned about some of this. I wish I'd known this years ago, but you file it to the Supreme Court or to the circuit or district court. And the petition is saying that I'm being falsely detained and I need to challenge the people who's detaining me.
But you don't even know who that is, and they don't either.
And I don't know who it is really, but not exactly. I don't know exactly who it is. But nobody want to tell me I'm detained.
There's nobody.
Except Commander Booker told me I'm being held by military operations. But then when I look around, I don't see no military
I don't see
operations.
Commander Booker either.
But he said my wife works with the CIA or the military or something. I can't remember everything he said. But when I ask her, she says no. But she lies. She lied about even having a twin sister. So I don't
have a twin sister, Jamie.
It ain't right, y'all.
You have a
It
twin
ain't
brother?
right. All right.
You have a twin brother?
Once again, my name is Jamie Ketcham,
He
y'all.
has a twin brother. Don't want to know.
I might
we don't
make
know
a
what his
video.
name is.
Huh?
We don't know what his name is. We're gonna find a different name for your brother.
My brother?
No, your twin brother.
I don't have no twin.
Yeah, you must.
No, I don't.
Well, you tell me I have a twin, so you must have a twin too.
I don't have no twin,
Yeah, I
dog.
think so.
I don't have no twin, dog.
You must.
She don't know what she's talking about. I don't have no twin.
I don't have a twin either, so you must not know what you're talking about either.
All right. Thanks. God bless y'all.